Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making a compound called DAPDD. Now that stands for Decaammine mu Peroxo-Dicobalt disulfate. Now this is a very interesting complex of cobalt because it contains cobalt in the +4 oxidation state, as well as +3. But what we're mainly focused on here is the unusual +4 oxidation state of cobalt. Now, you might have seen Tom over at Explosions and Fires video about a nickel periodate perchlorate complex, if I remember correctly, and that was pretty interesting. So I thought I'd do something similar, but with cobalt. Now, I tried this before, and the synthesis originally called for sodium sulfite. Not sodium sulfite, but ammonium sulfite. That turned out to be an error. It is actually ammonium persulfate that we will need for this. So, let's see what ingredients we'll need. Okay, so you're going to need a lot of beakers for this. So, on the right here, we just have 50 milliliters of distilled water in a 1,000 milliliter beaker. Next to that, we have 200 milliliters of 10% aqueous ammonia. And we have just portions of 100 milliliters of water, another probably 50, another 50, one last 50, and 5.5 milliliters of 35% hydrogen peroxide. So let's go on to the solids. On the left here we have 14.06 grams of cobalt-2 sulfate heptahydrate. In the middle we have 6.6 grams of ammonium sulfate. And on the right we have 11.45 grams of ammonium persulfate. Now we have to get to dissolving all this, so let's get started. Please ignore how dirty this 1 liter beaker is. I haven't cleaned it in a while. Anyway, so we have 50 milliliters of water in the bottom here. I'm going to turn on stirring and add the ammonium sulfate to this. This should dissolve shortly, giving us a clear solution. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and add to this the 200 milliliters of 10% aqueous ammonia. I'm just going to let this stir for a little bit, and I might cover it with a filter paper just to keep the odors down. On a separate stir plate, I'm going to go ahead and dissolve the cobalt sulfate in 50 milliliters of distilled water. This shouldn't take you too long. This should only take about a few minutes for everything to dissolve. You should get a clear red solution. Oh boy, that's having some trouble. Come on.
Can you dig it?
No!
Can you dig it?
No!
Can you dig it?
Alrighty, well that's dissolving. We can go ahead and come back over to this. Now what we're going to do here is add a further 100 milliliters of distilled water. Alright, well the cobalt sulfate is done stirring and dissolving. I'm going to go ahead and remove the stir bar and pour it into our ammonia solution. Now we're going to dissolve the 35% hydrogen peroxide in the distilled water. I'm just going to use this to wash out the beaker. Make sure we have everything transferred. Alright, that's about good. Go and fetch the stir bar out of there. And what we can do from here is slowly add this to the cobalt amine complex solution. From here, dissolve the ammonium persulfate in a further 50 milliliters of distilled water. Don't worry, this is the last step where you're going to be dissolving anything. Once this is done dissolving, we can go ahead and very slowly, dropwise, add this to the solution, or the complex. Now, we're going to dropwise add the persulfate solution to the cobalt-amine complex solution. This will form the Cobalt-4 complex. Do this dropwise. Slowly. Almost there. Alright, that's about all of it. So what we can do now is let this stir for a further 15 minutes to allow the reaction to complete. From there we can go ahead and filter the mixture to get our final product. Alright, it's been about long enough. So, we can go ahead and turn off stirring and filter the damn thing. I'll come back when this is done filtering. Alright, so here's the complex right after filtering. Beautiful glistening black crystals of the Cobalt-4 complex. Really nice. I actually have some over in a DRAM file here. When it's dried, it takes on sort of a reddish maroon color, as you can see here. Looks a little brown on camera, but trust me, it is definitely maroon. Hang on, let me focus here for a sec. There we go. Again, beautiful. Dark crystals with a slight maroon hue. Very interesting. And also Cobalt-4 instance, so that's also a plus. Yeah, anyway, this is a really fun synthesis, and something that I'll definitely add to my collection of transition metal curiosities. So, yeah, really hope you enjoyed. You can like if you want to, subscribe if you want to, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.